Hello students, here is the second important lecture on surveying and geocomputation. In my previous lecture, I discussed about introduction to classification of surveying in details. Who are not still viewed my lecture through my channel named Educare Trust for Knowledge and Entertainment, please visit and subscribe my channel and also press the notification icon to get more videos like that. I am Prasanna Banerjee, Department of Geography, THLH Mahavidyalay, Mallarpur, Birbhum. Today, I will discuss about brief history of surveying, principle of surveying, chain surveying, favorable and non-favorable conditions of surveying, different terms used in chain surveying, and also selection of survey stations. In this slide, I will discuss about brief history of surveying. Surveying was first started in Egypt about 1400 BC, when land divisions were washed away by annual floods of Nile. This was for taxation purpose. Rope stretcher and Egyptian surveyor made this survey with simple instrument like rope having knots and unit distances. The Greeks were expanded Egyptian work and developed geometry and diopter in an earliest instrument for surveying. The Romans used surveying more scientific ways and developed Roman roads, aqueducts, and land division system. Goma, libella, corobats were developed by the Romans. In 18th and 19th century, the English needed for mapping. In 1785, the United States began extensive survey of public lands into 1 mile square section. In 1807, USA Geological Survey founded to establish an accurate control network and mapping. Licensure for surveyors in all states developed in 20th century and beyond. In early 1990s, educational requirement for licensure began. Shortage of licensed professionals is projected well in 21st century. In this slide, I will discuss about different principles of surveying. The first important principle of surveying is to work from whole to the part. According to this principle, the whole area is enclosed by main stations and main survey lines. The area is divided into number of parts by forming triangles and squares. This principle includes less errors. Detection of errors are more easily in this principle. The next and second important principle of surveying is to locate a point by taking at least 2 measurements from the fixed reference points. The relative position of the points is to be surveyed should be located by measurement from at least 2 points of reference, whose positions have already been fixed or known. In this slide, I will discuss about chain surveying. Chain surveying is that type of surveying in which only linear measurements are made in field. This type of surveying is suitable for surveying of small extent on open ground to secure data for describing exact boundaries of a piece of land or to take simple details. This is a diagram of a chain by which we can measure a small area. Chain surveying is recommended when the ground surface is more or less level. A small area is to be surveyed. When a small scale map is to be prepared and the formation of well conditioned triangle is easy. And for the large areas, when too many details are required, wooded countries and undulating areas, chain surveying is not favorable. Here, I will discuss about different steps followed in chain surveying. The first step is reconnaissance. In this step, preliminary inspection is done of the area to be chain surveyed. Then, an index sketch or key plan is prepared. Next, walking to the whole area and thoroughly examine the ground is done, and then position of boundaries, roads and rivers are noted down. Next, station is marked with ranging rods or wooden pegs. If surface is hard, then a nail or spikes are driven, or embedding stone with crossmark. This step is known as making station step. Another step is reference sketches. In this sketch, after making stations should be referenced, that is, measurements is carried out from 3 permanent points, and the points may be corner of a building or a tree. The next step is running survey line. After preliminary work, training is started from baseline and carried throughout the framework continuously. Chain is laid and kept lying. Offsets are taken to locate nearby details. Making ranging whenever necessary, and all these details are noted down to the field book. Thank you for your participation once again. Hope this lecture helps you for building your knowledge. My next video on surveying and geocomputation will come soon.